welcoming you all to PowerFacts. Today, we will see top 5 amazing facts that you must have never heard before. Let's begin.
Human-like relationships among cattle.
We all know that cattle are usually found in small groups, and also identify with its existence of rich social bonds. But few know that cows have best friends, and get panic when separated from them. Research from the University of Northampton found that cattle have selective friendships, and experience significantly less stress when they are hanging out with their mates. For example, cattle reared together maintain strong lifelong bonds, in comparison to cattle joining their group at a later stage.
Double Dave.
Introducing Double Dave to you. You must be wondering who is Double Dave. Double Dave is a nickname given to a rare two-headed snake, found in the forest in the U.S. state of New Jersey. It has 4 working eyes and 2 flickering tongues. Interesting, right? Double Dave's 2 heads works independently of each other, often have one head that is slightly more developed than the other, and the heads have been known to fight with each other over food, not realizing that whatever they eat is heading to the same digestive system, coming to its survival in the wild. It would be difficult for such a creature to survive in the wild because its 2 unusually independent heads make it slow-moving. Frozen lobsters, coming back to life. In normal life, we usually freeze most of the seafoods, in order to make them fresh and tasty. This video, filmed in a market in Japan, starts as a man placing a fish which appears to be frozen solid in a tub of crushed ice, appears to move when kept it under the stream of warm water.
これの温度は氷が残ってたしいんですけども、この状態でもまだ心臓動いてると思いますけど、ちょっと魚体が小さいんで、ちょっとこれを持っていいですか。持ってますね。この中に水のところに。
The fish in this video was likely not completely frozen though, but merely left in crushed ice at a temperature of -2.1 degrees Celsius for a short period of time. Fish can survive this kind of freezing cold because they contain antifreeze proteins in their blood. But it is surprising to know, even lobsters come back to life when they are thawed after freezing. A restaurant called Top5, they did an experiment, in order to find out that if the lobsters come back to life when they are thawed after freezing. First, they immersed about 30 lobsters in the -40-degree brine. After letting them freeze, the lobsters were then thawed in 28-degree seawater. The result was that 2 came back to life out of 30 lobsters. You must be wondering how? The reason that the lobsters can resurrect from death is because of their characteristics. It is said that a lobster freezes so quickly that the damage to their muscles is minimized. While they are freezing, you may find that freezing lobsters before killing them is more inhuman. But the scientists say lobsters are invertebrates, meaning they don't have spines, and have a very simple nervous system, called chain ganglia. According to study in 2005, the lobster's nervous system are too simple to process what we call as pain. That is why lobsters don't feel pain in the human sense.
Koalas, fingerprints.
Koalas. Following the devastating bushfires in Australia, they have risk of being endangered species. As koalas particularly vulnerable to bushfires, as they are slow-moving and live in eucalyptus trees that burn. Apart from that, there is an interesting and funny thing about the species. Koala might not seem to have a lot in common with us, but if you were to take a closer look at their hands, you'd see that they have fingerprints that are just like humans. The fingerprints of a koala are so similar with humans that they have on occasion been confused at a crime scene. This curious story begins in 1975, when British police conducted a most unusual raid on the ape houses at London and Twycross zoos. The operation took place at a time when unsolved crime was becoming a bigger and bigger issue in the country, which somehow resulted in the fingerprints of these noble creatures being taken for analysis.
Super dogs.
Maths has always been troublesome, right from kindergarten to high school. What if I say, your pet dog can help your third standard studying child with their maths homework? According to several behavioral measures, scientists says, dogs' mental abilities are close to a human child, aged 2 to 2.5 years. Yes. Dogs can also count up to 4 or 5, and they have a basic understanding of arithmetic, and will notice errors in simple computation.
Good job. Good boy. Good boy. Huh? Good boy. Huh? Good.
They can also understand more than 150 words, and dogs which can learn 250 words are said to be super dogs. They also intentionally deceive other dogs and people to get treats, according to a psychologist and leading canine researcher. To know more interesting facts, subscribe my channel.